We didn't have any snow last week, and it's supposed to break 50 degrees today, but we're going to get some snow tomorrow! So the tradition isn't broken! Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant. Welcome back for more of Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine. Last time, we finished off Noki Bay, and today we're going to be heading to the final world of the game. All the way on top of that Shine Gate. Of all places to put the final level of the game, it would be in a place that we really haven't seen at all. How the hell did that happen? I was holding towards the gate and it launched me away, whatever, but a lot of these levels we were kind of directed towards before. I mean, Bianco Hills, Shadow Mario led us there, then the camera panned over to the gazebo over there leading to... Why are you giving me the blue circle as if I have the camera behind a wall? There's no wall there. What? Okay. Then it led us over to the lighthouse, led us over to the... Well, the cutscene led us over to Peanut Park. Then Shadow Mario led us to the pipe with the pineapple, and then the cutscene that we see every single time we come into Delfino Plaza led us to the Beacon of Light down there. But what was the indication that this pipe was here? Just morbid curiosity? Seems kind of fishy. But this brings us to one of the most unique levels in the entire game. Who am I kidding? One of. It is the most unique level in the entire game. And I suppose the most obvious reason to start with is that it takes place at night. Now granted, half of these will be at night, the other half will be during the day, but this is the first time we've seen anything in this entire island that wasn't in broad daylight. And that in and of itself is pretty interesting. That Sirena Beach did take place at sunset, but most of that was indoors anyway. And even the part that was outside was still bright enough to see. I mean, it's bright enough to see here, but it's a little bit different. And you can see even all the way up here, we can see places like Gelato Beach and Peanut Park. And if you look at the map, those places are really far away. We're on the other side of the island right now. I also don't think I ever mentioned the fact that the entire Isle Delfino was shaped like a dolphin, as that was the original name for the GameCube. But I suppose everybody knows that by now. And there were times during the game that you were able to see these giant trees and the leaves in the background in the mountains. Those weren't just random leaves that they decided to stick there because they look cool. Those were this place. And I know I've mentioned this before, but being able to see every level from... Well, not every level, but just about every level from every other level is really, really interesting. And I'm glad that they added that. It's something really simple, but it adds so much to the immersion of the game that you can see so many of these locales from other places. And you don't really get that in any other Mario game. It's kind of sad. So the real reason we're here is for these chomplets. Now these chomplets, they're angry and they're dirty and they don't want to take a bath. Of course, nobody ever wants to take a bath, but we need to give this guy a bath. So we just grab his tail and ever so humanely launch him into the pool. Because that's the nice thing to do. And we got two others to do the same thing too. And since this guy was kind enough to just line up right next to the pool, it kind of makes my life easier. Also, this blue coin I always forget. And tell me the chain chomplet is going to be blocking it, because that'll be really irritating too. There are a couple of blue coins down here as well. And it's a little bit annoying to get water in this stage, because the only place you can at night is down this river and in that little lake in the middle. And during the day, the only place that you can get it is the hot tub. So that's a little bit irritating. And why is there a hole in... Hi! I guess you were hiding. I never noticed that girl there before. I also kind of want to get that triangle, but I also know that the path is going to be kind of dangerous if I go for it now. So let's try to clean it off and hope that the chomplet doesn't get in the way of the path that I'm making to get to it. Come on, Mario. Just get the triangle. Don't make me go into first. You're gonna make me go into first person. You couldn't make me do it the lazy way. You had to make me go first person. Fine. And there's the Chomplet. So maybe when we get the other coin, he'll be in a position where it will make my life a little bit easier. Now, is it on the other side? I think it's on the other side. Perfect. And hopefully the Chomplet will go in such a way that it'll be kind of easy. See, I'm not even aiming at the triangle. I'm aiming like a good 6 inches off the wall. Weird how they decided to do that. But I really like how unique this level is for what it is, and we'll be exploring exactly why it's so unique in an upcoming mission. But even right now, for all that you see with the... Where did he go? He's over there now? Couldn't you be a little bit more cooperative? I mean, it's not like I'm trying to kill you. I'm just trying to dump you headfirst into a pool of water so you can't... Maybe that... I don't know. We're saying that we're cleaning them. That's the story I'm going with. So if you'd kindly just head over to the pool so I can clean you off and everything will be all hunky-dory. And no one's going to have to be afraid of you being... Really? I just let go of you once by accident and you're already instantly angry at me. Although I would be too if somebody was pulling on my tail, which is why I don't have one. It's your own damn fault for having a tail. If you didn't have a tail, none of this would be an issue. I was hoping it would still let me maintain the spin through the cutscene, but I suppose that's not a thing. And yes, when I said the only place you can get water in the daytime is the hot tub, not all of the level takes place at nighttime. In fact, alternate levels, or should I say alternate missions, alternate daytime versus nighttime, and I think that adds even more to the uniqueness of this level. That every mission you come here, it almost looks like an entirely different place. And part of me wonders why they didn't do this for the rest of the game. That they could have made daytime, nighttime for every level, don't you think? It certainly would have made things a little more interesting, but then again, it would have taken away from the uniqueness that is Pianta Village as well. It's an interesting idea. I really don't see a reason why they couldn't do that for other missions, if only to show that they had something unique for Pianta Village, and wow, I'm going incredibly slowly. I certainly hope that that doesn't come back to bite me, because I'd certainly hate for this to certainly be the certainly only time that I certainly lose to certainly Il Piantissimo, certainly. Holy crap, I might actually lose to this guy. How embarrassing would that be? I wonder if he kills you on the spot. That's probably the close... Wait. Wait. I talked to the woman, but skipped Piantissimo? Did I skip Piantissimo's text by walking next to the woman? I did not press B to engage dialogue with her. I skipped his dialogue? I didn't even know you could do that. That's... interesting. Huh. I have to admit, I've never seen that before. I've alluded to glitches and tricks that I'm just incapable of doing because I'm terrible at video games. But I've literally never seen that before. I wonder if that's actually useful. Well, regardless, we have a relatively infamous mission here. And you'll notice as soon as we head in, that we're stripped of FLUDD. And no, this is not one giant secret level. This is the actual level. And if I can I don't know if this is even going to work. Oh, who am I kidding? I know it's not going to work, because it's me trying a trick that I've never tried before. But I'd like to see if I can get... Now the cloud's behind me. If you can get the cloud to hit you far enough into the Inferno, and you can get a couple of long jumps towards the middle, you can potentially skip everything. And you can also... I don't know if it's going to be worth trying either. I'll give it a shot, but it's probably not going to work. You can also try to jump from the water here and make yourself a clean enough path with the water that you can kind of make it there. It's really tricky to do, and the fact that I took damage there is really going to be a pain. Because I think I need every hit I can get. But you can kind of do this and see what happens. I don't know how far along I can get with this, or how long of a spin jump I can make, if I can even make a spin jump from here. No, because it forces you in the opposite direction of where you were going, so we're going to be doing this the way it was intended.
Mamma mia.
I didn't expect it to work, but I felt it was worth a shot either way. I kind of wanted to show off the level proper anyway, because I've mentioned before, I really enjoy the levels that are just traditional Mario platforming without FLUDD, without the spraying, without stopping and making sure everything is pristine and clean before moving on. It's actual platforming that Mario and the Mario series is known for. And I kind of want to say that there's a blue coin in here too, although I think the last time I tried checking here during this mission there wasn't one. I guess there isn't one. That's unfortunate. I don't know if I've reiterated enough times how frustrating it is when there's a blue coin in one location, and that location is there and accessible for every single mission, except that they only allow you to get the blue coin in a specific mission. It's unnecessarily irritating. Why do you feel the need to make a blue coin only accessible in one mission, even though you can get to that location in every other mission? It doesn't make any sense, and it's only artificially padding the length of the game to make it more tedious and difficult. But I digress. The rest of this entire level is underneath the tree. And this is kind of what makes this level so unique. That a lot of the other levels, they were on a beach, or they were on the hillside, or they were in a bay, or they were in a hotel, or an amusement park, but they were all traditional resort locations. This level has no ground underneath it, and I can't move around the camera to showcase that, but once I get down here, I'll try. This entire level takes place on a tree. It's not on land. It's not on a beach. It's a giant treehouse. Can you even conceive that this would be a thing? The entire level is just a giant wooden platform suspended on top of a tree. I mean, if that's not the most unique idea for a level you've seen, I do not know what is. It's so creative. And it's, I think, a proper send-off for, maybe not for the game, maybe it is for the game, because a lot of the other areas were places that you kind of expect to see. And this level, again, it's not a level whose missions I'm a very big fan of, but just the idea of this level is really creative. And I applaud the developers for coming up with that kind of idea. It's really nice. It's nice to see. It's a good change of pace. It's a very, just like every other level in this game, it's been a pleasure for the eyes and the ears just to walk around, even though the missions themselves are a pain. And finding the blue coins are a little bit more tedious than anybody ever asked for. But it's nice to see this level and its uniqueness. I guess it's really all I have to say about it. I mean, there are a lot of missions, particularly coming up, that I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of either, and this... I clean that off before I clean the goop around it. And we'll get to them when we do. There are a lot of missions in the game for pretty much everything that I'm not the biggest fan of. But I don't know if I can reiterate enough how much I applaud Nintendo and the developers for coming up with all of these levels and making them so... I mean, a lot of them weren't very unique, but just a pleasure to play through, a pleasure to see, a pleasure to hear, and even just explore. Even though the missions themselves aren't much to write home about, it's a pleasure to just walk around here and experience everything. Just to play it casually, and not necessarily play it for the sake of making sure that you complete everything and you get all the shines. It's really nice. And I think Pianta Village is a good testament to it. It's a good send-off for the game. To show that however frustrating it may be, and however bad some of the design choices were in terms of levels and missions, that there are a lot of things in this game to enjoy, if you just take the time to sit back and enjoy them. And I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to Let's Play this game in the first place. Because a lot of those things I really haven't been able to appreciate. Simply because I've always been caught up in finishing the game, and I don't like this, and I don't like that, and it's all really annoying. But now that I finally have the opportunity to sit down with you guys and explain a lot of the details, a lot of the just experience of the game overall, and appreciate it for what it is, I think has been... I'm not sure if cathartic is the right word. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not. But there's a word in the English language that describes the feelings that I have right now, and although I do not have the knowledge to remember what that word in particular is, I do feel the need to express it by complaining that I don't know how to express it for 5 minutes on end while I mindlessly spray all of the Goopy Inferno away for no reason other than I thought that there was another M that I had to clean. I seriously thought there was another M underneath this goop. There should have been 2, right? I remember there being 2, or maybe I'm just thinking of the guy you have to clean off. But I was pretty damn sure that there were 2 of these. I don't remember where, but I could have sworn that there were 2. That's very odd. I don't know if this guy is... Oh, who am I kidding? He probably doesn't. I feel the need to kill him, though. Because there's another one here. No, these are just all... None of these are going to have a blue coin. Because if there's so many, it's probably not. I could have sworn there was a blue coin around here somewhere. Maybe I was wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Won't be the last time. Maybe there's one underneath I'm thinking of. I swear there was one, though. Is it on a raised platform somewhere? I don't think so. It wouldn't be in here. Where the hell is it? Is it up there? I don't think so. Am I just wasting everybody's time again looking for something that isn't there? Because that also wouldn't be the first time, would it? I guess it's really not here. That's very bizarre to me. I thought it was here. I guess it's not. Because I swear I've sprayed everything, and I can't seem to find it. There's a tree here. Okay. That's a little bizarre. I honestly thought that there was another blue coin under there. I'm sorry for wasting your time. So let's get up there. The mayor's probably really angry at us for not cleaning him off yet. Can I side flip away from the mushroom so I can actually get up here? Thank you. I just want to make sure... Is there enough room underneath the goop anywhere for there to be another piece of graffiti I have to clean? Because I'll be really aggravated if there is. And I also think I neglected to mention how cool these shine sprites look in the evening time. Look at it. I mean, it usually has a daytime shiny glow with it, but here it's got that nifty kind of dusk after... It's just a nice little touch. They didn't have to change what the shine sprite looked like. They didn't have to change how it glowed in the nighttime, but they did. And it looks so neat. But either way, this is UniversalGiant. That does it for the first 3 missions in Pianta Village. Next time, we'll continue on. See you then.